JavaScript file is a sequence of statements. By statement you can understand almost everything. It can be a command or sequence of commands, or for example 2 plus 2 is also a statement. And each statement can be separated by a line break. So if I will press enter here, the program will work and I can actually put another statement here. It's just those statements should be valid to work. But you can separate all them with just a line breaks. This is something possible, but not suggested to do. So let's make it in a good way and separate them by using semicolons. This will reduce the amount of errors across the program and will keep your code clean, so just use semicolons for each statement. In the browser on the left I have an ESLint parser open, and parser is a thing that takes the code and creates a structure according to the code. I want to investigate how the structure of the program looks when I put this or that comments. And I will start with semicolons, and as you see, for every semicolon there is an empty statement in the program structure. That happens because before the semicolon we don't have any expressions. So this is why semicolon separates two empty statements. Now it's time to put something more significant here, and I will start with 2 plus 2 expression. And as you see now, semicolon separates an expression statement from another one. And of course it will work without these semicolons, but it is better to put them as I said before. And our expression statement is containing binary expression. While binary expression is an interaction between two elements. 2 plus 2 is binary expression and plus is binary operator. Operator which adds two literals. From the course of math you may know what variable and literal means, but I will explain this now. So variable basically an identifier or container for literal. To create a variable in JavaScript you may use var keyword, and after this keyword you want to put a name of the variable. The variable name can be anything, except you don't want to use minus or plus in the variable name, as well as reserved keywords, and we will get to that point. So what I'm saying is you cannot use var as a variable name, but you can extend it, for example, var other, and this will be a totally different keyword. It will be not a reserved keyword, so you can use var other as a variable name. And to put something in this container, you can use an assigning operator, which is equality sign. And on the right side of the assigning operator you can write any type of literal you like. And we can see here at the bottom that var other is assigned to value 42 by means of assignment expression, and its operator is equality sign. Deep understanding of basics can be tricky, but this is something that differentiates good developer from bad developer. Where a bad developer will spend hours and hours of solving problems, a good developer will stand out. Now, since the variable has a value or a literal, we can actually print it out to the browser console by using console log function with the variable name inside the parentheses. And to see what's going on, we can go to the browser, right-click it, then press inspect, and select the console tab to see the result. Now, if you will change the variable value here, it will be definitely changed in the browser console, so we can interact with this variable from now on. So let's talk about operations a bit more, since there are several types of operations, and we will start with arithmetical, which you are of course familiar from the math course. And according to arithmetical rules, multiplication and division goes before addition and subtraction. This is why we have a result 6. First you multiply 2 by 2 and then you add 2. To change that, of course, you can use another set of parentheses inside the console log, and you got 8 from this point. The same thing will happen with division and subtraction, of course, and it is a good practice to give a bit of space after and before the operation. This way your equation will be more readable, since you will definitely do that with variables or even set of variables going one after another. Another arithmetical operator is remainder. I've added a couple more equations to show you how it works, and this operator will not give you the result of the division, it will give you the remaining part. And as you see, if there is no decimals in division result, remainder operator will give you 0. Otherwise, it will give you the remaining part. And the last one is power operator. And of course, the first digit will be base and the second is power. To show you this, I will create a couple more equations. So two multiplication signs will give you the power operator. So these are all essential arithmetical operators in JavaScript. And I'm saying essential because these operators was here from the beginning of time, while other two operators are actually quite new, and they are more like a shorthanded or updated statement. And I wanted to finish at this point, but I can bet you all want to know about them now. So let's look at them. To show how they work, I will use var other variable. So let's log it out, and of course it gives us 52. The first operator is incremental, and it will increase var other by 1. The other one is the same but decremental, and it will of course subtract 1 from var other. So how you think, what will be the output in the console? This happens because of the nature of the operators. They are called postfix because they fix your variable after it does something. So first var other is logged to the console, and only after that it incremented or decremented. But the good thing about these operators is that you can use them as prefixes. So for example, if I will put plus plus and minus minus before the operators, as you see the output is different. That's because with this type of notation, you first change the variable and then log it to the console. To explain you why I'm using variable, not just literal, I will go now to the ESLint again and show you how the statement is parsed. So let's say I have some digit which is 317. And to increment it, I will use prefix operator plus plus. As you see here, plus plus operator is recognized as an expression statement. But expression type is updated expression. That happens because this operator is basically a shorthand for this notation. And this is like reassigning the value of digit with itself incremented by 1. This is why these are not actually operators, but more like an updated statements. Or more careful to say updated expressions. And since these operators are trying to reassign the value of digit to digit, if you will use a literal notation, it will not reassign anything and just give you an error. Okay, I think it was pretty productive at this point. We got an arithmetical operators as well as plus plus and minus minus operators with its prefix and postfix notations. And if something is not clear to you, that definitely means that you need some more practice. So just play with these operators, try to console log different things, and look what will happen. Once you got some questions, feel free to comment this video or just leave a message on adrium@devfeature.com and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Theory is good, but practice is much more, and for that purpose, except just suggesting you to repeat after me, I'll create project videos, and the first one will be small web game. It's coming after a few more videos, so stay tuned. It was Adrium, thanks for watching.